My experience teaching online obviously started out rocky, as I'm sure everyone else's did as well. It was an entirely new bracket of education that we hadn't explored. But over time, I have grown to become very grateful for the fact that we even have this, that we have Zoom and we have internet that helps us at least keep education going. And also, we've learned all these new methods, these new innovative ways to teach subjects that we didn't have earlier. Or we did have earlier and we just didn't explore. And so I think, obviously, I would love nothing more than to go back to teaching live, but online learning has definitely become a very big part of education now. And I don't think I could go back to teaching completely live without any of the experiences that I have gained from online education. I could go on forever, but I would say that one of the most difficult things is that I don't get to hear my students in real time. I'm always listening to my kids at least a beat afterwards, and that's a little tricky, especially when sometimes I think they messed up, but they didn't actually mess up. And so, yes, it's difficult. These issues, they're not exactly fixable because video calls will always have a certain amount of lag. That's going to be a thing, that's going to be a fact of life. But I think it's something that we can make do with. After a certain amount of time, I started getting used to hearing my kids sing one beat afterwards. So now I'm a lot more well-versed with offbeat singing, which helps for compound rhythms when it comes to music. On one side, it did give me that, but on the other hand, I've managed to work with it. I've managed to learn to listen to my kids always singing one beat afterwards, but I know now that they're actually on time on their side of the video call. Has it brought any impact in my life? Of course it's brought impact in my life. It's brought a huge impact. I can reach so many people. I can reach almost 30 students just from my home. I have these fantastic friendships, not just with the students, but with some of the parents. I have these friends from all over the world, and of course it has impacted my life. I'm going to take these people with me wherever I go into the future. And now, something as menial as physical distance, it doesn't have any impact on my friendships, on my communications, on my connections with these people. So of course, it has impacted my life in a very big way and in a very good way. Teaching online definitely does cut down on the amount of time I am wasting in transportation, and that amount of time I can spend on other things. Like somehow I always find myself inspired after a class or during a class. I'll come up with a random idea for music, and the good thing about being online is I can just be like, give me a second, and I'll just play it, put it aside, and then go back to teaching. Or right after class, instead of having to worry about, saying goodbye or going home, I can just keep working on my music because I'm in my house at my piano. So yeah, it has given me time to do things that I want to do, and mostly what I want to do is music. The fact that Octavium turns 8 on the 13th of April makes me really, really happy. That's 8 years of this institution. And it's a bittersweet thing because A, I've been around only for 2 of those 8 years, so I can only imagine what the other 6 were like. But at the same time, I am so honored to be here for at least the past 2 years. It has been life-changing. I went through a lot of not great work situations, and then finally was rewarded by being a part of this amazing community, this amazing organization full of some of the most beautiful people I've ever met. So I look forward to the next 8 anniversaries as well. And this is to all my Octavium kids. You guys have changed my life for the better, for so much better. I really didn't think this would have such a big impact on me, but it has made me grow so much in the past year. Having you guys as my children, as my kiddos, as my monkeys, it has really made me grow. And the fact that I have this responsibility to spread my musical knowledge to all of you, it's such a big honor, and it makes me work so hard every single day at my own musical growth so that I can pass that growth on to you guys. So I love you all so much, and I'm so grateful for you guys every single day. Big love.